What's happening? What's happening? I'm unprepared tonight. Very, very unprepared. Alien World was first in and said, "Congrats on 1K. Thank you so much, buddy." Let me turn some light on. Oh, focus, focus. All right. Haley's here. Hello, Haley. Haley, did you see my comment on your Indian dwarf pea puffers? I hope you saw that. I just posted it. But what is going on? Anthony's Fishy Friends is here. Hello, hello. Anthony says, hey, hey. So it looks like that's sticking around, Haley. Bearded Fish Keeper, how's it going? Anthony smiling at Haley. That was definitely a dwarf pea puffer you posted on Facebook. For sure. But yeah, so tonight I titled it the 1000 Stay Fishy. I think this is my first live stream since hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. Big shout out to Ohio Fish Rescue, a little nod to them in the title of Stay Fishy. And yeah, so this is my first live stream. As of this morning, when I checked, I still can't go live from my mobile phone yet, so hopefully that will come soon. Bob Kaler's here. Hello, Bob. I think Bob did say that it takes like a week or something for it to like kind of roll into effect. I hit the 1K Friday night, and then I didn't get the email until yesterday from YouTube, like congratulating me on 1,000 subs. Haley says, nope, it was definitely a baby Scootin' Fruity. I'm thinking it was an Indian dwarf pea puffer. So Bob just said, yeah, mine did, yes. Took a week. Bearded said, the last video was great. The last video, I believe, was the fish import unboxing, and that video was only supposed to be a few minutes long, just unboxing the fish, showing you what I got, and then after putting them away in the tanks, I was just like, I have to show these off. 225 cardinal tetras in a 29-gallon tank. It just looked awesome. I was like, I have to show this. So I actually just got done doing water changes and remedicating all the tanks. So it's been over 24 hours now, and current losses was just the single cardinal tetra that I showed in the video. No more died. The Odessa barbs, I did lose more. I probably lost, if I had to guess, I lost 6 on DOA, and I probably lost another 6 overnight. But the ones that are in there, they look like they're doing pretty good. They're swimming around. I don't see, like, you can kind of tell when a fish is going to die. It kind of gets, I call it the lazy fish. They're either struggling to swim, or, they just kind of sit on the bottom. Well, luckily, none of the Odessa barbs that are left are doing any of that kind of signs. The Ember Tetras, I didn't see any losses. The Phoenix Rasboras, no losses. And the Bloodfin Tetras, no losses. The ones I can't really keep an eye on, which was kind of a mistake on my part, was I put the Gambusia, which is the mosquito fish, in a planted tank that's actually like heavily planted. And I did the same with the Paskai rainbows. So if one of them died in there, I wouldn't see it because there's too much plant coverage in those tanks. But other than that, so far it's only been 24 hours. I'm not happy until it's been at least a week. The first 24 hours is typically the roughest when it comes to importing fish, and then you kind of weed out the strugglers, if you will, over the next week. After like the 7-day mark, if the fish have made it to 7 days, they've gotten through all the medications. They're in good They're in good water quality for that 7 days, because being transshipped, I mean, these fish could have came from Korea. Who knows where they came from? They've got flown into California, then flown to me in Ohio their water quality has not been good for the last few days at minimum. So I call it the 7 days is when I'm happy. And so far, we're off to a really good start. Like I was really nervous with ordering over 500 fish that you just never know what you're going to expect. And so far, they've been doing really, really well. I'm really excited for that because I haven't had the best of luck yet, and I was a little nervous with the whole virus thing going around. So so far so good. We'll see how they do next week, and then a few weeks after that, they'll be available. Let me see what's going on with the chat. I see we got 20 people in here. Tiffany's here to learn and enjoy the community. That's the thing with my live streams. It's more of a community thing. I typically, since a lot of people are going to be new, I typically kind of mention what's going on with my business. If there's new products, which there are new products, there's actually like 8 new products. They're all right here. And it's been a continuation of a product line that I started a few weeks ago. But I typically kind of mention what's new with that stuff. If there's new products, in case anybody's interested. And then it's really just community forum. I only have an hour on Wednesdays to do this kind of thing. So it usually goes by pretty quick, which I really enjoy. I really like that it goes by quick. And then I'll do a random live stream here and there, like on the weekend, if I have something to talk about, if I just want to hang out with you guys. Because it's like a whole nother friends group from what I have, locally. And then I have the Fish Fam on YouTube that I get to hang out with and talk fish and whatever else. Let me go through. Haley says that tank on the desk needs a top off. So yes, this tank, this is actually the only one that didn't water change tonight. I'm trying to let it go down because it's overgrown with algae right now. So I want to get it down to where I can manually remove that algae and then fill it back up. And that thing evaporates that much in it's probably like 4 days. This room is like always cold. I think it just gets really dry and the moisture just evaporates out super quick in that tank. But I never actually have to change water in it. I do top offs. There's a bucket up here that I grab for top off. Oh, got some Ick-X on me. I accidentally got a little drop on me. And it stains your skin for a little while. Let me see. Uh-oh, Bob says, Haley, I have a rainbow that looks like someone took a bite out of it. Flap of skin still hanging. Rope fish is suspected. Justin's here. Justin Weckler. Hope I said that right. Reels Tank's here. Got these fishy friends. Pam's here. Hi, Pam. Hope all is going well. Let me try to catch up. Haley says, okay, I gotta go feed fish and go to bed. I finally found a day where I can sleep. She's been running around like crazy. I know that she was out at the big fish deal and then went to Ohio Fish Rescue on her way home and then finally made it home just to go to work. Thanks, Pam. Pam just put my website URL in the chat. Let me see. Justin says, do you know much about flower-horned fish? I actually do not. I know that they're a cichlid and they look really awesome, but I've never had one, so I'm not much help when it comes to flower horns. But ask your question. Somebody in the chat might know some information for you. That's the good thing about these live chats and the fish community. Even though I don't know it, somebody in the chat might. Somebody's fish tank says, what auction? I don't know. Oh, wait. I missed it. What auction? I don't see. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about the big fish deal. That's like what it was called. It was a like a fish meat. Do do do. I saw something that I was going to comment on. Now I lost it. I lost it. I don't know. I'm terrible at this. Chat's jumping. So I been talking about the 614 botanicals line and how I've been adding to it. Well, I've added a bunch more. It's actually not live on the website, so this is the first time I've talked about it. And the subscriber email, those people basically will get first dibs once I set it live, whenever that will be, maybe this weekend. They'll get email showing the products and that they can purchase it. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the email, you might want to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. You just get stuff like that. That email when products come out, it lets you know when they go live. So if you're interested in buying stuff, you basically get first dibs, and you basically get first dibs at like fish sales and other product sales. But if you just go to 614fish.com, it should pop up a box that says like subscribe to email. You just type in your email. And I don't spam emails or anything like that. It's not like you get one from me every day, because I personally hate that. But maybe we'll just say once a week, but it's not even been once a week. It's probably only been a couple of emails in the last month. Okay, so Recon says, does anybody know if Amazon is shipping essentials? I don't know if fish food counts as essentials. So yes, Amazon is selling animal stuff because they are considering animals essential. So you should still be able to get fish things um, off of Amazon. And if you can't find it, I might have it on my website. And if I don't have it, I could probably get it for you, because I'm still shipping as of right now. And I'll probably continue to ship unless they do a like full on quarantine where you're not allowed to even leave in your house unless you're going to the grocery store. I've heard that's a possibility. Um, but even if they shut down businesses, but if the post office is still shipping, then I'll continue to ship. API shrimp pellets. So I don't carry API shrimp pellets. I carry Sarah. I don't know if you've seen the Sarah shrimp granules, and I also have Hikari. Let me make sure I have it in stock before I tell you that. Yeah, I have Hikari shrimp cuisine. I have both of those in stock, but that's what I use and sell. Actually, I don't even think I've ever even tried an API fish food. I didn't even know they had an API fish food, or API had fish food. I mean. Stumpy's Fish Things. I just ordered 3 pounds of fish food, and it says it should be here Saturday. Yeah, so as far as I know, they're still shipping pet related stuff. And what's crazy, I don't know about your guys' areas and what's going on there, but people here have been buying toilet paper like nonstop. Like there's pictures of people at the local stores with like 500 rolls of TP, like a shopping cart full of toilet paper. I don't understand. They think they're going to poop themselves nonstop. I don't know. I buy like a case of toilet paper off Amazon like every 6 months. They have like that bulk deal. You get like 15% off if you buy a case. I buy a case and it lasts me like 6 months. Fish Keeper Cole's here. First time on the stream. Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm sorry I put that y'all in there, but hey, all. Welcome to your first stream. Just kind of a community stream. I talk a little bit about the company, and we just basically chat back and forth. It's every Wednesday, 8 p.m. And my throat's a little tingly, so I do got some water. Do. I missed. Let me scroll up. Okay. Justin says, I have one that's 16 inches and has some kind of stuff growing on him that I have tried to put meds in and nothing works, but he's eating great. Let me scroll back down because this chat's jumping. He's at 85 temperature. Try many different things, but it's like a slime. Send me a link or email so I can send you a picture. Justin, you can send me that picture. Just send it to sales@614fish.com. I don't know what temperature flower horns are supposed to be at. Are they supposed to be at 85 degrees? I keep all my tanks a lot lower. So, yeah, the only cichlids I have right now are buffalo head, and they're in my fish room. The fish room's 75. I'm trying to think, but it's like a slime. Is it over like his whole body? Or did you say that? Let me see. Some kind of stuff on him that's like a slime. Yeah, if anybody's got any ideas, throw them out there. Mike says, what Nubius plants do you have in stock? So I have, I should have Barterai. Let me double check. Barterai, Nana, and I might have Nana Petite. Do. Actually, I need to update the plant section on the website. This plant section is like from a few months ago. I need to go through and redo it. The only Anubias listed on the website, which I didn't even know, is Barterai. But I also have Nana for sure. And I think I also have Nana Petite. But yeah, I should have those three. And I was supposed to get plants in yesterday with the fish order, but they didn't ship them. I didn't get charged for them either. So I don't know if they're out of stock or they forgot them. Because Papa Shrimp bought a bunch of Java Fern from me. So I want to kind of re-up on the Java Fern. Justin says, yeah, they like heat. I have 7 of them. He's the only one. The problem, if they're all in the same tank, I would have to say if they're all, are they all in the same tank or are they separate? Ooh, that's a good idea. Anthony's Fishy friend says, can you post a video to your channel? That's a great idea. Sean OOTD is here. Sean, whose live stream was I in where they were talking about your name, about what the OOTD stood for? I was going to say it was maybe Dan's, but then I'm thinking it might have been Steenfont. Stumpy says, man, have you ever did your deal and look up and notice there ain't no TP? That's a bad day, man. So before that happens, I always look. If it's at my house, it's no problem because I keep like extra under like every sink. But at work or whatever, always look before you even sit down. No, they're in different tanks. Okay, well, since they're in different tanks, the other ones might be okay because the water parameters are different. So if he does have like a fungal infection or a bacteria infection, then make sure if you're not doing it now, I would start doing it now for sure that that fish has a problem. Make sure you're not cross-contaminating your tanks. So if you put anything in that tank that he's in, don't put it into your other tanks like a fish net. If you use like some sort of substrate, tweezers or anything like that, And the easiest thing I can say as far as that is if you do put something in the tank, start with your fresh, or not your fresh, but your clean, non-infected tanks. Do whatever you're doing with those, and then do that guy's tank last, and then that way you can clean that tool or whatever it is when you're done. But if you know for sure that he's got something going on, make sure you don't want to share utensils between the tanks. Sean says both, and a few others. Yeah, I haven't ran into, like he says it's kind of white. I haven't ran into anything that's kind of white on a fish that's kind of slimy like that you're talking about. Papa Shrimp's here. Papa Shrimp is Jerry. Jerry says that I am so gripping to play with my aquariums, like withdrawals or something. I could understand that, buddy. I know that, like I said earlier, Papa Shrimp Aquatics 2.0 is going to be great, and it's kind of like a reset button. I know it sucks, but I'm trying to think positive for you. It's kind of like a reset button, so you'll be able to build your fish room. Now that you've had a bunch of tanks and you know what you might want, so you might want to, instead of having a bunch of random tanks, have a rack of all the exact same, like you do like 20 longs for your shrimp, and like I said, do your central air because that'll save you a bunch of money and electricity. Having one air pump that runs under 80 watts versus multiple 30-watt air pumps or whatever. Heating the room will save you on heaters, and the electrical issues and stuff like that'll be huge. But I'm super excited to see that. It looks like you had a lot of survivors in those tanks out in your like loft or living room, whatever that little like relaxation room was. Looked like maybe rams, I'm guessing, but I was glad to see that for you, buddy. It's not ick, is it? I was just thinking of something white all over his body. I was like, I don't know. The first when I hear white all over the body, the first thing I think of is ick. But I mean, 85 degrees, it shouldn't be an issue up that high. I wouldn't think. I run into ick all the time. My air is 75 degrees, so my tanks are probably like 73 ish. I run into ick all the time with live bears when I get them imported. But Ikex, I use Hikari Ikex. It always takes care of it. I'm treating all my tanks right now too. Somebody says, I don't know too much about salt and Metafix. We're all in one. There's one more I can't think of. So I use, just throwing this out there. So what I use Hikari Ikex. That's for obviously ick and fungal, general cure, and Marison. I'm going to do a search. I mean, I'm sure you've searched it too. Trying to see. I almost want to go get an aquarium and set up in my hotel room. See, Papa Shrimp says, I was shocked they lived that long with no filter. So you had plants in your tanks, I saw. So you'd be surprised how low filtration you actually need when you have plants. LRB doesn't run any filters in his 300 tanks. I run filters because I still want mechanical filtration. But yeah. Bob says, Steven, do you have pics of the new rainbows? So I don't, and you're not the only person that asked for pictures of them, because Jimmy Schwisky from Aquarium Co-op, he asked for some pictures of them too. So I'll need to get some. I want to, let me do a search. If you do a Google image search for Pascal rainbows, they're showing like the main pictures, like the orange ones, and they got the blue eyes. So far, they're not really orange, which I don't know if they're not colored up. But I'm guessing that I may have. Oh man, I couldn't even, Bob. I couldn't even pronounce this. I'll put this in the chat. Let me if I can. Why won't it let me highlight this? I believe they just call it the blue eye. I'm putting it in the chat for you, Bob. However you pronounce that. There's a, granted, I don't know if that's for sure if I have it. I just doing a Google image search. That's a fish that looks kind of like it right now. It's got like that kind of a bluish body. But what's crazy is just searching that name I gave you, it brings up the orange ones too. So I don't know yet. It's confusing. Very confusing. I wish that was a transshipped list. I wish it was it would give me like a collection point, but I think it's all farm raised, so there's probably no collection point that they would give, because they might not even know. But I want to give them like a week or two and see if they color up, because I hope they color up orange, like the red neon blue eyes. It's a beautiful fish. But either way, they're pretty small, so they will. I think they'll do pretty well. Stumpy says salt bath for sure. So salt works wonders. My recommendation on that, Justin, is go to Aquarium Co-op, and let me see if I can find the link for you. They have a video. Just go to their YouTube page and search like salt. And I know they've talked about doing salt dips, or not salt dips, but treating with salt. I want to say it's like a tablespoon. It's a tablespoon per gallon. But yeah, there's definitely a video on it. A little bit like cotton. Bob says it's a gorgeous fish, Steven. Doris for sure. Yeah. Jimmy just picked up, I think, 13 of them, he said. And I should be going to Jimmy's house on Saturday to check out his fish room. If I can go live by Saturday, then I'll go live from his fish room. But, I'm not holding my breath on YouTube. YouTube is very slow on everything. And I got an email saying that they are on limited human resources now, because of all the stuff going on. So everything's now being done by automation, which means that they said there's going to be a lot of content that gets taken down that really shouldn't be taken down, and then they will try to fix it once they all get back to work. ADD. I don't remember what I was doing now. Papa Shrimp says, if you feed baby brine, don't rinse. It's a good way to start adding salt without stressing the livestock. So I don't rinse my baby brine, but I don't necessarily think that you'll probably get that much salt content into the tank. Enough to do like an actual treatment for any disease. And a little bit of salt, anyways, is going to be great for pretty much any fish. The extra minerals are great. You just don't want to do salt if you got plants in that tank. So you're definitely going to want a QT tank. If you don't have any plants in it, since you said he's by himself and that your flower horns are all separate, you could just salt that tank itself. Recon, I will put it in there for you, buddy. And just so you know, Recon, if you do end up wanting to buy anything from the website, use a discount code YouTube at checkout. It will save you 10% off whatever you order. Flat rate shipping is, I think, $10 unless you spend $50, and it's free. But no matter however much fish you buy, there's a $20 charge for shipping fish. And that's just because it costs money to ship fish. But I don't think there's much fish right now active on the website because I was going through everything. Let me see here. Man, I'm starting to get tired. I need to wake up. I know that I'm limited on some stocks too. I probably need to get like some sort of counter so that way people can see what's in stock. Right now I have the pygmy cories, the panda cories, the pilatus cories, which is the salt and peppers. I think I only have 3 of those left. The Julie cories or Julii, however you pronounce it. I think I only have 3 of those left, and those guys are a pretty decent size now too. I'm just going to run through what I have. Odessa barbs are listed sold out because they're in quarantine. And if something's sold out, it's probably because it's in quarantine. So that's why it says sold out. CPDs are limited. Zebras are, I got a ton of zebras. Zebra Danios, I guess I should specify. Guppies, the neon tuxedo guppies, those are the ones that they are also called like the blue half blacks. The picture is a little deceiving. The second picture is really the better of the picture of the two. And I need to get tequila, my tequila sunrises up on the website. Plecos, I think I'm sold out of all my plecos. Yep. And then I also need to add up the new stuff too. The Phoenix Rasboras. Neon Tetras are definitely sold out. Somebody bought all those last week. Congo Tetras are on sale. Ember Tetras just came in yesterday, so those will be in quarantine. Once they come out of quarantine, they'll be back up. And I just saw something that I need to change. Papa Shrimp says, gotta run. Make sure everyone hits the thumbs up button. I have spoken. Anthony's Fishy friend says, flower horns don't allow plants in their tanks. That would make sense. My blue Acara didn't allow me to have plants either. Let's see. There's 3 people. Who on here? I can see that there's people on the website right now. It shows me what state, but it doesn't tell me who or whatever. I got somebody from Kentucky on the website right now. Tennessee, North Carolina. It doesn't tell me like what city or anything. It just plops a dot saying, hey, there's somebody on the website from here. Bob's on the website right now. He says, I'm in Tennessee. Bob, it looks like you're like southeast Tennessee. You're like way down there. Recon says the North Carolina one would be me. All right. It's kind of a cool thing that the software does. It's going to be cool once, well, I guess I don't ship worldwide, but it'd be cool to start seeing worldwide. Somebody just popped up in New York. And it says live, but I mean, I don't know how live is, you know. Let me go back, see if I can refresh. Tiffany says me. Tiffany, are you the one in Kentucky? Oh, you're in New York. All right. Uh-oh. People are checking it out now because the visitors are going up. Pam, I still don't see Wyoming on here yet. Like I said, it's not probably like super awesome with how active it is, but let me see. Yeah, it just shows New York, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina. Bob says, Pam, the dark side won't be detected. So I guess I'll talk about these new products. Maybe. There's actually a lot of them. So it's the botanicals I was talking about earlier. You don't know the power. It looks like somebody in Chicago just popped up. But so I've been working on getting more and more botanicals in. And is it showing up? Got a lot of glare, but all different kinds. You know, banana stems, cocoa palm, Brex, everything that you would want in an aquascape. I guess I need backup. I don't know. But check out the website. Nope, can't check out the website for that. Sorry, I forgot. So these are going to be listed with the subscriber email. So if you haven't subscribed, you might want to subscribe because once these go live, what we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new botanicals for if you want to do a blackwater setup or if you're trying to do a biotope. I'm dropping them everywhere. My life's a hot mess right now. But they will go live probably this weekend. Saturday's going to be busy. Bob says, I subscribed to it. Did it tell you that? I'll pick these up off the floor because the dogs love botanicals. Who would have thought? It doesn't give me a notification like somebody subscribed or anything like that, Bob. I wish it did. It'd be kind of cool, but I can go through and see the list. There's actually like 2 lists. It's like the same list, but one list is like if you like click the sub link that's like at the bottom of the web page, or the other one is if you like do the pop-up, because one is like integrated into Shopify, who's the software I use for the shopping cart, and the other one is MailChimp, which is the actual email service. Like I can see like Daryl Deemer signed up for the one on the website. Like you signed up for the one on the website. The website like hosted one. It's all the same stuff, but I just don't see the MailChimp list unless I actually go into MailChimp. Recon. Let me see. Bob, mine will eat the floating foods, but he seems to like the flakes best since they sink. Problem with that is he's getting big and the flakes are tiny. If you're trying to feed cichlid, I have the cichlid gold. I don't know if you've tried that. Those are pellets, but they come in different sizes. So they got everything from like mini, baby, medium, and large. So I don't know if you try the Hikari, but that's what my main foods I sell are Hikari brands. And then I guess the second one would be Sarah Foods. And I also have some Northfin foods. But mainly the Northfin, I stick to the Beta Bits and the kelp wafers because I really like those. Try to send me a picture through Facebook. Let me log into Facebook, see if I got it. It's logging in. I'll see if I got that picture. Bob Killer just says ditto. Yep. I do have Massivore and I do have the Carnivore, but the Massivore would be kind of big. So I got the picture. The light's kind of pointing at the camera, so it's kind of hard to see. I wonder, like, can you get a picture like closer of them because it's kind of like washed out with that light. But I did get it, so the way you sent it works. Recon, have you tried Carnivore? Carnivore will sync for you. Justin's going to try to retake the picture. Tiffany says, I've been watching a lot of suggestion videos, but what are your personal favorite and hardy fish for first timers? I have a line on a 20-gallon tank. Tiffany, to be honest, the zebra danios, I just got those a few months ago, and it was kind of like one of those things where they were on promo through my wholesaler, so I wanted to try them out. Never kept a zebra danio in my life, and that's like a very easy fish to keep. It's always listed as like a beginner fish, But after having them, for sure, a hardy fish. I haven't had a single loss since I've had them since December. But they're super fast swimming, so they're fun to watch. So in a 20-gallon, I mean, you could probably, um, I mean, as long as you keep it filtered, you could probably put 15 to 20 of them in there. I'd probably start with like 10. You definitely want at least 10. Probably start with 10, see how you like them, and then go from there. But they're very active. Like as soon as I come in the room, they're up front swimming back. They're kind of like a dog. They're swimming back and forth, drop food in the tank, and they're hitting it at the surface. And they're super active. They're a lot of fun to watch. But that would be one of the top five I would say for a beginner would be the zebra danios. Um, Super hardy for sure. I'm trying to think of something else. I mean, guppies are pretty hardy. The cool thing with guppies is that they're, as long as you have two of them, male and a female, as long as you have a pair, you'll probably end up with babies, and that's always fun when you get babies and you're new to fish because that can really lock you into the hobby. When you see that you got some babies and you can grow them up. The only thing with that is if you buy them specifically knowing that like, hey, they might breed, it might get discouraging if like the parents eat the babies or the babies don't make it. But guppies are always another one. Mollies, platies, stuff like that. Um, but based off my personal experience, I would recommend the zebra danios. Sorry, I'm turning my head because I got the picture from Justin. The fish is like at an angle, so I'm turning my head to look at him. Let's see if I can zoom in. So, Justin, the white, are you talking about like the everything that I'm seeing white? Is that the slime? Because I don't know if that's like the color of the fish or not. Is it supposed to be like an all red fish and like his face being white? Is that what you're talking about? Mikey LeMay's here. How's it going, buddy? Mikey LeMay is one of those guys that went to the store and stocked up on TP. He's afraid that he's going to be pooping himself. I bought paper towels too. Yeah, I just got paper towels and I don't go through paper towels that quickly. Facial tissue and table napkins for backup. Justin, would you say? I mean, I'm trying to look at this picture. Would you say it's just those spots, or is it kind of cottony, like cottony? I'm kind of. I hate to steer you the wrong path. I mean, looking at the picture, have you tried to treat it for any kind of fungal infection? API like fungus cure. Have you tried that? I mean, this is going off of, if your water parameters are good. Almost Don says, Justin, could your pH have crashed? I mean, I guess the basic thing is to check the water parameters, make sure you don't have any issues there. But kind of, I don't know, kind of looks like a fungal infection. I don't know what specific one. But I know you say you tried. Let me see. I can scroll up. I think you said you tried some different. You said you tried to put some meds in, nothing works, but he's eating great. Yeah, I would. If you tried fungus medications, then I would go ahead and recommend trying to do your salt treatment. You'd be surprised at how well salt can work. And being that he's eating really good, as long as he seems like he's doing pretty good, other than he's got that white going on, he should do fine with the salt treatment. Recon, I like that. He said, first thing to do anytime there's a problem is test the water. Can't rule out water parameters without checking them. Clear water isn't always clean water. But being that he's already tried a bunch of medications, I would say that he already checked his water parameters, because most people that are using medications usually don't go that far. Yeah, people early in the hobby, fish will get an issue, they don't know what to do, and the fish ends up dying. But if they're already, he's had this for 2 months. Yeah, I would do a salt bath. If it is some sort of like fungal infection, try it. Make sure that, I mean, I don't know that much about flower horns, so I'm probably not the guy to ask, but I know with anytime I have a problem that I can't fix with like the general 3 medications I use, and it comes down to salt. And I've only ever had to do that once, and it was on a goldfish. Bob says fungal if it's that long, like that long term. Yeah, I mean, I would try fungus cure, which, I mean, you guys can't see it. That's fungus cure right here. I might just grab it. This is what it looks like. But you said you already tried a bunch of meds, so from there, I mean, if it didn't kick that, then I would try salt. I don't want to open this, but they have a treatment brochure inside usually. So right on the back, it says body slime. Eyes develop a white haze and or protrude from the head. Slimy patches appear on the body. Fish may scratch on objects and exhibit rapid breathing. Yeah, it says slime, which is what you're kind of saying. I was going more off of fungus by the picture. But I mean, obviously you can see a lot better in person than I can see on the picture, but where am I at on time? Got 5 minutes left or so. After me, just so you guys know, is Dan's Fish. I'm assuming he's going live tonight. I don't know why he wouldn't. So what's new with you guys? Justin says, I appreciate all the advice. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, sorry I can't be more help. I mean, I guess I would just try salt and YouTube search Aquarium Co-op, COOP, and they should have some videos on doing salt medication. It looks like Dan is going live, and he's doing. Wait a minute, an hour ago. He's giving away a croaking gourami, but the description is showing Congo Tetra on my screen for some reason. And Congo Tetra, I think, was last week. He probably did like a copy and paste. Dana Can Quacks, I didn't even know you were here. I must have missed you. All right. Let me see here. Let's probably going to end this a couple minutes early because I need to go finish filling up my water tanks. I did get my water changes done, but I need to refill my tanks. And we'll see. Let me update Dan's. And is that the link to Dan's page? Yes, I was lazy. Recon says, is croaking gourami like a sparkling gourami? I have 2 sparkling gourami in my community tank. So I think the croaking gourami gets to be like, I think they're like 3 inches long. I'm not sure how large the sparkling get, but if I remember right, I think the croaking gets to be 3. I guess I can Google it. Google has all the answers for me. Sparkling grow to 1.6 inches. And croaking should be 3. Dude, I've never kept them personally. The only gourami I've ever had is the pink kissing gourami, and that was a rescue from a fish club member that was moving to California and couldn't take their fish. And I didn't even want it. I went and picked up their blue acara because I had blue acara, and he kind of talked me into it. And he already had it with a blue acara, so I'm like, oh, I'll be okay. But it's living with my goldfish right now. Sometimes he can be a brute, but most of the time he's chilling with a goldfish. And it's kind of a eclectic tank right now. It's got 2 fancy goldfish, the kissing gourami, 1 black skirt tetra, and 3 red eye tetras. And those tetras came from Ohio Fish Rescue from, when was I there? Last weekend? 2 weekends ago? Whenever I was at Ohio Fish Rescue last time. 2 weekends ago, I think. But this Saturday, I'll just end. We got a minute left. This Saturday, I'm supposed to go up to Flip Aquatics to pick up some shrimp. And I'm going to Jimmy's house, Schwisky from Aquarium Co-op. Going to his house Saturday. He invited me up there to check out his fish room. And he's so fun. Like I've hung out with him in person once at Ohio Fish Rescue. He's just a lot of fun to be around. So I would love to check out his tanks. I really like what he does and check out his turtle. But oh, gnarly fish things just showed up. Silly YouTube, the stream is not showing up in my subscriptions. Dang it. Yeah, sorry about that, bud. But after going to Schwisky's on Saturday, I plan on possibly going to Ohio Fish Rescue for a couple hours, but because I'll have shrimp with me, I don't know how long I'll be at Schwisky's or anything like that. So depending on how long I'm out running around, as long as I keep the shrimp warm, they'll be fine. Rob always puts them in breather bags, and I ship shrimp, and they've been in the mail before for days without issues. So, I'm not concerned about how long. It's just temperature. As long as I keep them warm, they'll be okay. Bob says that turtle's rad. Yeah, I can't wait to see that tank. I love that tank. I love frag tanks, and this new wholesaler I picked up, well, it's not new really anymore. I've had them for months now, but they have the frag tanks. And so I've been really contemplating on ordering like a truckload of frag tanks just to have everywhere. But that's kind of like what that pond build I did. That plywood pond is kind of like a frag tank. Recon says it didn't show in mine either, gnarly. Had to type it in. Well, that's weird, Recon. I even had the bell clicked. Well, I'm telling you, YouTube is slipping these days. I don't know if it's because like they said they're having less people there and they're doing like more automation stuff because of the whole virus. I know that they said like it's automatically going to take more. Like when you like go against the community guidelines, and something gets flagged, it's just going to like automatically take it down without a human review. So they were kind of like saying sorry if your stuff gets taken down, and it's actually okay, but they have less people there right now. So maybe it's some sort of bug, and they don't have anybody there to fix it. Gnarly says, "I've heard the resub thing works, Recon." But I think Damn Fish should be live. Let me.
I'm glad you.
Yep. All right, guys. Dan's Fish is live. I'm going to hop over to Dan's channel. I like supporting everybody I can. So while I finish doing my water change routine, I'll listen to his channel, see what's going on. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you once again for getting me to that 1,000 sub mark. And hopefully I can live stream this weekend. But with YouTube, I don't know. But I'm glad everybody stopped by. It feels like a little bit slower live stream tonight, but I'll try and make it a little bit more peppy for next week. But thanks, everybody, and I'll see you next weekend, if not this weekend. And yeah, peace. Something like that. Maybe. Thanks, Recon. Oh, stay fishy. That's what it is. Stay fishy. See you guys.